Hello and welcome to the internet. My name is Jake Dragon7 and welcome to today's episode of Let's Play Freedom Planet. So, in the previous episode we took down Thermal Base and that little cool section, whatever, before this stage, Battle Glacier. This is what we're taking on today. Now, actually, I recorded this episode a little while ago, but for some reason, Elgato decided to just be special needs and double the length of the file and make the entire thing just a glitched out version of the screen it is at when we enter the level. So cool. I went to edit this like yesterday and the file and the video was 50 minutes long and I'm like, excuse me? What? So yeah, the file just kind of broke. So that's cool. So I get to do this again, and I also just did a practice run of this level because I was waiting for everything to load up. And so yeah, I get to play this level a third time in, I don't know, like a week and a half probably. Yay. And of course that's to be one of my least favorite levels. It's going to be something like, I don't know, Actually, not Jade Creek. Gonna be like Fortune Knight or Relic Maze or Thermal Base. No, it had to be this level. At least it's not Chap Hideout. I still like that level with a burning passion. But yeah. So I'm just replaying this right now through the time trial mode because I don't really have a choice unless I want to play like all of Carol's story again. Which, how about no? This game's fun, but I'm getting more than my fix doing this Let's Play. I've actually recently been watching a lot of videos about how Sega could learn from this game. About it basically just being like what Sonic needs to be. Which is very true. I mean, this game really is just better Sonic at this point. It's actually I've actually wanted to play the original Sonic games for a while now. It's just that I went to go see if they were on the Wii Virtual Console and they weren't, so kind of got gypped there. I don't know, maybe we'll just get like an emulator or something. I'll probably just end up doing that, but yeah, I've always wanted to go back and play the original Sonic games. I like the Sonic series quite a bit, but I've only gotten to play a couple games. But yeah. So though, playing through this game like 4 times in a row, that's not the right way. There aren't really that many games that you can play through 4 times in a row and be like, yep, this is okay. Sooner or later you're gonna get extremely bored. That's just kind of the way it is. Even if it's a great game. Like, Freedom Planet isn't even that long of a game, it's just that there are certain points, especially on the end of the game, that are really frustrating. Truth be told, I feel like it's mostly just with the boss fights and, like, a couple of the final levels, and maybe, like, half the game if you're using Mila, but you'll hear me ranting about that in, like, I don't know, a week. So, I won't go into that. And the bike is really screwing me over right now, like, jeez. I don't know if I want to get rid of it per se, but I don't know how useful it's going to be for this. Okay then, nice. Also, actually one thing. So, usually, I used to hate fighting this thing with Carol, but I actually found something out recently that makes this fight a lot easier. And I'm not going to show it off here because this is a much easier way to avoid it, but apparently her kick flurry thing can actually block it while it's charging at you. Okay, I don't need it right now because I have the bike. But, because if you remember when we fight this thing with Lilac, there's no springs on the floor. So I was always wondering, like, how the fuck Carol was supposed to dodge it. You just do this. Maybe hold on to it the entire time. Also, aim for the weak point, because you can still damage it. But, yeah, it's actually a nifty little trick that I never thought of trying. Obviously, if I can just camp out in the corner right here, this is safer. and easier, so I'll usually have to do that if possible, but in the final boss fight where Brevin's using this thing, sometimes you will have to block it. Actually, I'll probably have to block it here too. Yeah. But it's a very nifty little trick. It helps out a lot with this fight. Because again, I find it very irritating. You couldn't just make it easy for me, game. You just had to, like, be like, get fucked. just, thanks. I really needed that game. Show me how much of a fucking scrub I am. But, yeah. Considering we're only taking this level on, and I'm actually getting better at this level from playing it repeatedly, this will probably end up being one of the shortest episodes of the series. So, that's kind of cool, I guess. And again, like, most of the Carol episodes have been like 25 minutes, because each level's taking me like 13 minutes. So, this is actually kind of nice. I think the last one was a little bit shorter, just because I edited some stuff out, but the recording was still pretty long, because I had some trouble with certain things. Namely the mini-boss. I don't know why, but I got absolutely owned by the mini-boss in Thermal Base for some reason. Alright, so that's down. And right now, I actually think I'm like a minute faster than I was earlier. So what I will say, like, the first time I recorded this, I had a shit ton of trouble with the boss, and when I just did it for this run, like when I just did my extra practice run, I beat it second try, so... Oh, so go up. That's kind of nifty, I guess. Currently, my record for this is a pretty crappy, like, 16 minutes, but... it's good by my standards, and that's all that really matters, right? Sure. Okay, good, it's still hit it. I was like, am I actually going to destroy all of these by accident? Okay. Let's see, I'll just keep moving here. We can just run right through this section. Sometimes it really is better to just run through enemies rather than trying to fight them, because they can be a little obnoxious to fight. Okay. So, down here. And nice. Alright. The whole pinball thing seems slightly out of place for this level, but it's still a fun little mechanic. Okay, I'm at full health right now, so I can just head right up here. See, I don't even remember the layout, which happens in, like, none of this game's levels. A lot of this game's levels are actually, like, mildly open-ended. Like, there's a little bit of having to find the path at times. At the very least, like, there's a bunch of alternate paths you can take. I mean, you've probably seen me get lost in this series more times than I should. So, it's one thing that's pretty interesting about the game, though. The level design is very, very interesting. Alright, so... yeah. Let's grab that shield. Alright, I think the mini boss, yeah, there's the other mini boss right here. Which I don't know if I can really call this a mini boss. Oh, no, stay up there. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to beat this in one go with how little health I have. No. Yeah, okay, I fucked myself. That's cool. But so, it's like... I think it might be the only time I've died doing this, so... I say as I jump into a ball twice. I'm good at this game, clearly. Trust me, if you think this is bad, wait till you see me trying to beat Mila's story. That's gonna be... hell, starting in like... a week and a half, I think. Yeah, I want to say it's gonna be in like a week and a half from when this is uploaded. And oh god, this part, okay. So I still need... Come on, one more. Oh, top. No, that's not top. That's not top. Come on, just... Thank you. Okay, jeez. And that's actually gonna be pretty annoying. Okay, though. In fact, I actually think we might be nearing the boss. Now, if I manage to somehow beat this in one try, I believe that would ultimately be a new record for me. If I don't, it probably won't be a new record. So let's see how this goes. So this fight is interesting with Carol. So if you remember correctly, we'll grab the bike actually. So yeah, his hitbox will usually end up being up there, so you can't usually hit him. But Carol is actually able to get to him, and the fact that her jump also deals damage means that she can deal damage to him a little bit easier than most of the other characters. However, when being up there, you're actually not immune from his attack, so you have to be very careful about that. And okay, good, I actually got the hit off. But you can definitely dodge a lot of his attacks by taking advantage of the wall. That is an extremely useful tactic to dodge some of the attacks. Now, mind you, they still do attack up where you are, so you have to be pretty careful about that. But it does allow you to get more damage on him than you usually would be able to. So it's not entirely a bad tactic. Overall, Carol does definitely have a lot of very interesting tools. To have a much more... I'd say probably... I want to say she's probably the best at fighting this boss. It's just that I remember the last time I fought him when I recorded this, I did absolutely shit. Now, I'm actually doing a surprisingly good job not getting hit, which... In saying that, I'm probably about to lose the bike, but don't worry about that. But yeah, I'm doing a really good... Okay, yeah. I wasn't too far off there. But yeah, I'm actually doing a pretty decent job not getting hit right now, so... I am managing to just keep things moving along pretty well, I guess. Considering how long we've been at this, I'm willing to bet he's only one hit away. So I'm just gonna wait out this full cycle. I don't know if I was mentioning this when I was talking about using the wall, but yeah, these beams can actually, like, they usually won't go up, but they can still chase you upwards, so you have to be cautious about that. Just because you're up there doesn't mean that you're safe. And yeah, that is it. Surprisingly, I did really well this time, and I just beat my record by like 4 minutes, so that's kind of nifty. So yeah. And then, of course, he tries to get some sort of revenge, but, we can't let that happen. So yeah, that's going to be all for today's episode of Let's Play Freedom Planet. If you managed to find some form of enjoyment out of this video, please consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing to see the rest of the series. So, yeah, hope you have a nice day and see you all in the future. Bye.